How are we doing today? Welcome. We're just going to do a little streaming, a little catching up, a little chatting, hanging out while we are adventuring in the land of Tamriel. Jeff, good to see you here on the stream. Thank you again for being a supporter of the channel. Thank you also for sending in your community video for the, or sending in your video for the community video. I appreciate that. And yes, as Jeff has so aptly read the title of the stream and the thumbnail, I am just hanging out, playing Skyrim, and answering questions. That's it. So nothing too crazy. Before we get started with that, I always just like to mention on these streams, did you know about Xbox clubs? I didn't until I just happened to come across one. But you go to your Xbox homepage, just like this, find your friends and community tab or icon, wherever that happens to be. I have mine pinned up here at the top. Go into that. At the top now, it used to be on the bottom. It's at the top. Go to the top. Clubs on Xbox. Go into that. And if you're already in clubs, it'll be listed right up here. You go up to find a club and search by name or subscription. Let's see. Let me see if you can just search Signal. I wonder if that would be quicker than searching Starfield. You can search Starfield and we will definitely come up. We're not the first ones though. Let's see. Oh, lots of other stuff. We're in there too. But you can search Starfield or Signal or search Starfield Signal and we will be right there. Just go into that and request an invite, I think is how it works. But anyway, it's just a cool place to connect directly on Xbox if you're a console player. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say there. And let me And if you request an invite, I will accept your invite. Nobody's getting bounced at the door. All right, let's go back home and load up some Skyrim. So I have played a little bit since our last stream. If you've been following the streams, I haven't exactly been doing Let's Plays, but I have been kind of doing a continuous play. But I have played a little bit since our last stream. I see it says no signal right now, and hopefully it's going to come back up just here in a second. It's trying. It's figuring it out. There we go. Sometimes this nice, new, awesome TV I have does not play well with my capture card. But I think we're doing okay right now.
That Lady Mara is
Yell at me in the
your
comments
constant
if for some reason I don't notice it
Put down
on
your
the
flagons filled with your vile
on the streaming
liquids,
software.
and embrace the
But let me.
teachings of the handmaiden
This
of time.
guy's going on and on.
No, Maramo. We talked about this.
I'm
Taylor,
in Riften right now.
Kirava, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Mara.
Does the audio sound good? The balance between the game and my voice, my microphone?
Harass our customers.
Very well,
Just catching
Talon.
up
I'll remove
on
myself from this den of
chat
iniquity.
here. Just a
We're
moment.
not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
Interesting. So I should just be streaming in 1080, but it's giving me an error message that says I need to change the resolution because 1440 is not supported. I know that. That's why I chose 1080. Anyway, is it looking good on your end? Not blurry or crazy or anything? Let me know. Other than that, everything looks good. And again, we're just kind of hanging out if you're just joining us. We're just hanging out. Nothing crazy. Philippe, good to see you here. Yucky ham sandwich. Nice to see you here as well. Morgan. Cornolio Kid. Nice. Jeff, Morgan. T.Y. Light. Jack Reynolds. Thank you for the compliment, Jack. I appreciate that, man. I try to do something of high quality and something fresh, something with a different perspective. I'm not always right, but I at least hope to always be interesting and engaging. And mostly right, hopefully. That's what we want. Flawless, good to see you here. EJack TV. Jeff again. Chow Balbo. Audio is good, Drew. Thank you. Jeff says looks good. Awesome. Jorian did a super chat. Thank you, Jorian. I appreciate that. He said, do you think we can design a ship from scratch? Like no template at all from scratch? Ooh, that would be interesting. I'm thinking through all the things that I've seen to try. I've never thought about that, so I'm having to kind of like scan my catalog in my head of what we've seen. I feel like you should be able to, right? Because you can choose from. There's nothing you would need to build a ship that we haven't seen be like a part that you can customize or a part that you could choose. No, I want that, cockpit, or I want this habitat. So you should be able to. Yeah, absolutely. May just take a little longer, but good question. Interesting. Hey, there's a Q&A with Emil and Will from the developer team, and so that's actually a great question to ask. Go over if you haven't already seen my video about how to get access to the Q&A forum on Discord. Check that out on the channel, but go over there and ask that question. That's a great question, and that may prompt them to share a little bit more about shipbuilding. Justin said, hey, bro, are you bored? No, I'm not bored at all. I've put in a good hard day's work already, editing and tweaking some things. Got a great interview coming out tomorrow with RPG RX. We talk about a lot of kind of the science side of the science side of Starfield, specifically Aurora, which is really interesting. He's a pharmacist, and so he had a really interesting and unique perspective on drugs, right? In the good way, good drugs. But yeah, so definitely not bored. Just wanted to come in here and connect with everyone. It's been a while since I've streamed. Liam Plays said, hey, can I ask you this? I really want to play Starfield, and I plan on playing on low, to be honest. I have a 1660 Super. Do you think it will be okay or won't be perfect, will be playable? So, Liam, in all honesty, I am the last person you want to ask about PC specs. I'm a console guy. I kind of build my PC and customize my Macs for video editing, which is just kind of a different animal than video games. Just kind of how it works with the system. So, I don't know. I would, if you're kind of strapped for cash, maybe consider console. If you have to buy a new system, I don't even know what's down here. If you're not strapped for cash, then maybe it's a good time to upgrade. But I always remind people who are asking about, I can't afford a great PC right now and I can't afford a console. You'll be able to stream through xCloud with Game Pass. You'll be able to stream the game. Now, streaming, of course, doesn't have the highest fidelity, but if you are in an area and you have good, solid internet, then it might be better than spending $1,000 right now on a decent computer or $500 on a console. So that may be worth checking out before you spend a chunk of change on anything. And I feel like that's not part of like the typical conversation about that, and it needs to be. Making sure. All right. Good question, though. Joe, good to see you here. Jeff, thank you for the compliment on the streams. I am trying my best. I'll set a timer to see, like, okay, how long did it take me to get ready for the stream? Probably a good 30 minutes to kind of change some things around. It's usually not that long, but I had to tweak a few things in my setup. Crimson, good to see you. What's up? Thanks for your detailed content. Absolutely. My process. What is my process like? So it kind of differs depending on what I'm making content about. For the tone video that I just put out that kind of popped off and was very successful, which, kind of an aside, make sure I come back to your question, but I've noticed that whenever one of my videos does really, really well, like YouTube starts say, hey, the people who usually watch your video really like it, so we're gonna send it out to people who might like your videos. I notice that I get lots more negative comments whenever that happens, because YouTube is kind of putting this out to the people who they watch Starfield content, but they hate Starfield, or they watch Starfield content and they think that every single thing is like clickbait, and they just hate the world and they want to see the world burn. And so it's interesting dealing with that. And I'm a big boy, and I'm very aware of kind of my own emotional and social limits and fortitude, and so I do okay with handling that side of it. But it's just interesting to me that someone has such a dark place in their heart that they feel the need to like lash out online, whether that's a nasty comment or whether that's just arguing with people. And so it kind of makes me sad for them. But anyway, back to your question. So for those kind of videos that are more kind of essay in nature and kind of thought pieces, macro analysis, that just kind of starts with me chewing on a lot of the content, making notes about what hits me, what's a different perspective on something. And then it's just like a lot of note taking, a lot of research from there. And sometimes a lot of trial and error. There may not be like a specific direction in my head at the time I start writing a script, but I'll just try to start writing and just kind of see where the script takes me, and then I'll come back and change some things or restructure, change some things around. And then eventually it kind of, becomes a video. I feel like I just made like that old Schoolhouse Rock, and that's how a bill becomes a law. If you're old enough to remember that. Good question, though. For other stuff, so let's take the whenever the Starfield Direct came out, you know, a lot of that, I knew I wanted to put out content quickly, but I also wanted to do a little bit deeper than just kind of, hey, this happened, and hear my thoughts on it. And so that's why I decided to go through, just kind of like break it up by theme. You know, I did like the shipbuilding, and then I did combat, and then I did character creation and all that. I'm gonna see if I can get connected with the Thieves Guild down here. And so I took each of those themes and just kind of went through all the footage and just kind of slowed it down, because I feel like we got so much at the direct. It was just like, okay, I just want to slow this down for everybody to really take this in. And I feel like that was a good approach. It seemed to really connect with people. So yeah, this is my process.
Acting like such a big baby.
All right.
I've gotten us this far.
This far? We're living in a sewer. You said we'd have a house as big as the Blackbriars by now.
You worry about
Looking
bashing
through
people's heads
comments
in.
again.
I'll worry about the guild, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to check the entrance to the Ratway. Be right back.
Yeah, Jeff, glad you enjoyed that interview, man. Jeff is one of our members on the channel, and so he was able to get not only to get early access to that interview, but also he got the full interview for that video, which was about, what, 50 minutes, Jeff? And the one I'll put up on the channel tomorrow is about 25 minutes. It's a tight 25 minutes, and there's a few other things, there's kind of a few other like little details that Tim from RPGRX talks about, and that full interview is going up on his channel, hopefully by the time we get everything up tomorrow. So I want to show him a little love. Really intelligent guy, super smart, very kind, and we had a great interview. So yeah, that is currently available for members if you're interested in becoming a member. Big old honking rat down here. Whoops. Dude, I love the finisher animations. I was like addicted to them whenever the Skyrim first came out. Interesting. Take those, sell them. Let's see what else we got. Let's see if this is easier here. Oh, said Justin, you said bored just because you want the game to come out. You know, I'm staying busy with content, and so that's helping the process. But if I wasn't making content, then yes, I would be just not know what to do with myself. I am planning on, I think it's going to come out for Game Pass, but Everspace 2 is coming out for consoles. I played it a little bit on PC, but my PC is just so dated, guys. It's just struggling. I couldn't really enjoy it on there. So I'm excited to try out Everspace 2 just for a little bit. I think it comes out on the 15th, so next Tuesday. So if I have a little bit of time after doing some content for that week, I'll get into that a little bit. Oh, Joel, you're from Cologne, where Gamescom is. Awesome. Yeah, I bet that's going to be crazy. Do you have to like go into the city and fight all that traffic? That's crazy. Oh, Joel, you said you're planning on going to Gamescom? That's awesome. Joel, if you want to do any, I'm kind of saying this cheekily, but also like seriously, if you want to do any reporting for Starfield Signal while you were there, hit me up on Discord or DM me on Instagram or kind of wherever you are. We make it connect. That would be cool. Hey, Jake. I am playing with mods. I actually went ahead and just after a few hours of play, I went ahead and just got like a leveling mod just to kind of have fun with it, because I know I'm not going to spend another 60 hours in this by the time Starfield comes out, and just kind of wanted to have fun. I've really enjoyed getting back into Skyrim, like specifically just exploring, just like the adventure side of it. I forgot how awesome it was just to like think to yourself, like, you know, okay, I want to go and visit Riften, for example. And then you're on your way, and some bandits try to ambush you, and you're like, okay, let me deal with these bandits. And then you get a mysterious note, you know, off of one of their bodies after you kill them, and that starts a quest. And then you go like, oh, let me just kind of go and get this map marker real quick so I can fast travel to it if I need to later. And then a dragon flies overhead, and you're like, oh gosh, I gotta defeat this dragon to get this soul so I can get this new word of power. And so it's just, there's so many good incentives to explore, and they keep you on your toes, they keep you interested and engaged, and there's always like, oh, well, I could do that. Oh, well, I could do that. And then, you know, 3 hours later, like, now what was I? Oh, yeah, Riften. I was going to Riften. And I think that's such just a special thing that just only a few games have really been able to pull off on the level of Skyrim. Crimson, thank you for the compliments in the tone video. Yeah, I was kind of playing around with that, and I knew I wanted to draw attention to that. I was like, you know what, maybe taking the video out of here would be a good thing, and it seems that people really responded to that, so I'm glad that worked out. Jake, yeah, somebody in our Discord mentioned the limited edition Starfield GPU. Oh, cool, Joe, you're on the Discord. Yeah, seriously, hit me up in my DMs, and we'll chat about helping us get some info. I'll be on a family trip that weekend, so I won't be as like in tune with everything as I usually am, but I'll try to keep up to date. Jeff said, "Hey Luke, negative comments from the trolls help the algorithm in a way more than the positive ones, as it tells you too that people dislike you should be given links as well." Yeah, I know. It's just kind of a human nature thing. It's just weird. It doesn't like discourage me or anything. It's just I feel bad for those people. I want them to have hope and joy and love and kindness in their heart, you know. And like, not, it's, you know, video games aren't for everybody. Starfield isn't for everybody. Xbox isn't for everybody. Like, that's okay. Like, just go find something that you love, you know. Sam said 1,000+ hours in Skyrim. That's amazing. Yeah, so fun little story. The very first time I played this in 2011, got to Riften, knew that the Thieves Guild was down here somewhere. You know, as soon as I came in here, I did not realize that this was the Thieves Guild and that these were all friendly NPCs. So I was like coming around, you know, and picking people off with bows and arrows, and they kept getting back up and then chasing me. I was like, man, these people are really, really strong. You know, what's going on here? And then finally I just went up to try to like just slug it out with something. I was like, oh, they're not attacking me. Oh, this is the Thieves Guild. I don't need to attack them. But yeah, so it was maybe like a little blonde moment I had there. Oh yeah, the script.
I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always.
I have not heard anything about ultra-wide support for Starfield, but I have not been paying that close attention to the PC side of that conversation. Anybody else know that in the chat?
I assumed you were here to see me about your face, to have it sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon you. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face?
Let's see.
Indeed.
Not right now.
It is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knife. I have not always been a ragged beggar. I learned my art
Alrighty,
from a
let's see.
master of the
I
art
forget what I
of
need to do. I need to talk to this guy.
You'd better have coin to pay for your... Sure. How about you mind your own business about it? And I won't have to get Dirge to toss you into the cistern. Good day.
Yeah? There's nothing more I can teach you.
Okay, let's see. Who starts my quest?
I have no
Vex?
business with you.
Not that guy. Y'all help me out. I forget what I need to do to like start the Thieves Guild stuff.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon isn't the place.
Not you. What about you?
Stay out of... They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the... Why? You think it's funny or something? Oh yeah? Hey, here. Have one on the house. I already told you. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground. Until next time.
What about you?
I'm listening.
Nope. Brinoff in the market. Ah. Forgot. Now let's see. There is like a secret entrance somewhere, right? Not there. Right here. Oh, it requires a key. I gotta go all the way out. Crap. I'll make it work. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he wants you to steal something in the market square. There we go. It's interesting coming back to a game like this that, you know, you've done this hundreds of times and you're like, now where is that thing again? Let's see if we can make this work. There we
Never
go.
done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying, eh, lad?
Thanks, Josh. Yeah, it's been fun to see the channel grow.
I'm saying you've
For
got
sure.
the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can
You
tell.
don't know me, man. You don't know me, Brynjolf.
It's all about sizing up your mark, lad. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway.
Does it look kind of rough? Cat Dad. Dude, so I'm playing on a Series X right now.
Look how you
I
sniffed
do
out
have
my
some
little
mods
scheme at the
installed,
North Gate.
But
You knew it was a shakedown and you
of course
called them on
it's
it.
console mods.
That's what I'm talking about.
Actually just had a great, this will be some content I'm putting out next week. I just had a great conversation with JJC71, I think is his username. He's the author of the top lighting mod in Skyrim. He'll be putting out
Wealth is my business. Help me
another
out,
like lighting
and I can add
weather
to yours.
mod for
Would you like a taste?
for Fallout 4 by the end of this month. And anyway, we had a great conversation about Starfield and lighting and kind of the technical things involved with that. So if you like to nerd out over that or you're interested in mods, then you'll definitely want to check that out next week. Probably is going to come out on Tuesday of next week. That's kind of what I'm taking a break from right now to
I've got a
stream
bit
and
of an
relax for a
errand to
bit.
perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
All right.
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand.
I can do it.
Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants
Yeah, I
to see
forgot
him
about
put out
this.
of business permanently. That's all you need to know.
Tristram,
Now,
you know, New
you tell me
Atlantis
when you're
is
ready,
definitely
and we'll get
seems
started.
great. Like just full and lots to do there, lots to find, little nooks and crannies, little secrets all over the place. Of course, Neon is going to be wild. I think all the stuff you can do there.
Good.
And
wait until I start the distraction.
let's see.
Then show me what you're made of.
I don't think there's been a consensus on
Everyone,
what
everyone,
the fourth city
gather
is
round.
yet. Lots of
I
people
have
think
something
it's
amazing
Sidonia.
to show you that demands
Lots
your
of people
attention.
think that we haven't actually
You
seen it
need
yet.
to hear this.
All right. Let's see.
Gather round,
who-
all.
Not this person. Not
Come
that
on,
person.
Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Blanchet. This is a rare opportunity, and I wouldn't want you to get left out.
Madesi's ring. All right. Who's
That's
Madesi?
what you said about the wisp essence. And it turned out to be crushed nerve mixed with water.
All right. Let's see. His silver ring.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding.
Got it.
But this
And
item
then-
is the real.
Put it right here. Oh, not in there. Josh B, welcome to channel members, my friend. Premium is a good deal. You get your name in the credits there, early access, and exclusive content. So glad to have you on the team, my friend. Thank you for the support. There we go. No, give that. There we go.
Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on.
Roger said he
Are
still
you
hasn't
talking about
beaten the main
snow
quest in
elves?
Skyrim. That's
The
okay.
one and only.
It's a good quest. I feel like
Mystical
that's
beings who
kind of
live
an
in
unpopular
legends.
opinion I have. I
Masters of
really like the
great
main
magic.
quest in
Imagine the
Skyrim and
power that
Oblivion
coursed
as
through
well.
their veins.
How did you get
Fallout
that thing?
3, like as a
No
whole,
one's
I
seen them in
don't have
years.
many memories of.
My sources must
But I got
remain a
through the main
secret for
quest, and
their
so
own
it must have been
protection.
good enough to
But
kind
I
of
can
keep me
promise
going.
you that the contents are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth.
Oh, not from them
everlasting life,
specifically?
or perhaps
Oh no.
limitless
Oh, you're right. There's a
power
big
could be
arrow over
yours.
here. Oh, I'm so
How much does it
distracted.
cost?
All right. Oh,
Problem is your disrespect
Oh,
for the
no.
laws of this land. It's time to face the Jarl's justice. All right, but you just watch
all right.
yourself.
Persuade check
Next
worked.
time, I might not be so lenient.
Okay. I'm going to do just a little quick save here real quick. Just so I don't completely botch this up.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
All right. Ah, dang it. It's supposed to be at a master level? Goodness. Maybe it's because I've leveled up so much. Controller batteries are low. That's not fun. Man, it's right there. Are we gonna get this? Are we gonna get this, guys? There we go.
You remind me of the shadow scales.
You're not
from the
supposed to
old
be here.
histories. Don't even think about it.
Gems, potion.
Oh gosh, I got another one. All right, well this is a novice. Oh, I love it that I'm so good at games. All right.
Ingredients, I have them all.
Okay, so he's gonna tell me that I failed, but what if I see? Not that guy. It's this guy.
Baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
My apologies again about the no signal kind of popping up every now and then. It is coming back though, so that's a good thing. There we go. Jeff, thank you.
Never
Thank you
seen
for the
the
super
old
chat.
upset about anything.
All
I
right.
guess I expected too much from you. I didn't think you'd get pinched. Can't say I'm surprised with the way things have been going around here.
Uh-oh. Maybe because I got caught by the guard.
Nah. My organization's been having... But never mind that. Even though you fouled up the job, I still think you've got the spark I'm looking
Okay.
for. There's plenty
Hey,
of gold
hey
out there
Ragnarok,
for
good to
the
see you on the
taking,
stream again.
if you're up to the
Good seeing you. Yes, I am streaming from my Xbox. Let's do it.
All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I
Noob.
represent has its home in the Ratway.
Thank you,
beneath
Jeff.
Clifton,
I appreciate
a
it. I
tavern
am.
called the Ragged
I am a noob.
Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you really got what it takes.
I'm gonna catch up on chat. Dodo, thank you. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to do something for fun and knew I was going to be all into Starfield, so it worked out so far. It worked out.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Oh wow, yeah, that's intense. Ragnarok, zero sleep,
Fairest prices and the
coffee and
highest
naps.
quality in Skyrim.
I'm not using the Starfield controller yet, but I do have it.
Gemstones over here.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Really, this is the first time you ever heard these dialogue lines? That's funny.
Finest oddities from
Nico, thank you for the compliment. I try my best. You know, I'm building my channel. I'm doing things a little differently than a lot of other channels. It's not right. It's not wrong. It's just kind of, you know, my convictions and what's important to me. Okay. Having kind of a unique perspective, I think, is really important to me, and so I try as best I can. I know sometimes it's just like, you know, the news is the news, or, you know, what happened is what happened, and so you can't always put a spin on it, so to speak. But as much as I can, I try to at least make things unique and engaging as best I can, just because I know, I mean, if you're like me, you're watching all of the Starfield videos and reading all the articles, and I mean, it's just an echo chamber, right? Just the same thing. And I before I started my channel, I just remember getting really frustrated just watching the same, you know, 3 or 4 videos, watching the same video 3 or 4 different times from, you know, several different creators, just different. Not adding anything new
We've
to
all
it.
heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
Good.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You
know, and
Vex,
even Maddie, you know,
Mr.
Mr. Maddie plays. Again, like, he does a lot of news and a lot of kind of updates, and so again, it's not.
What do you call that then?
So much you can
If
do
you're
with
looking
that,
for
but I do
conversation,
appreciate and respect
Color
him
me impressed,
for
lad.
at least kind
I
of
wasn't
adding some
certain
color
I'd
to
ever
it and
see
trying to
you
be
again.
entertaining and engaging and just being committed to his audience and committed to kind of the craft of YouTube. So I have a lot of respect and appreciation for him and Juicehead. I always want to say Juicebox. I do not do that like as in an insulting way, but that's for whatever reason. I have 2 little girls, so I'm just always Juicebox is my life. Juiceboxes are my life. Sweet rolls, absolutely. I hope we have some in there, Jeff, too. Who's my favorite YouTuber? I like a lot of them. I like a lot of them that cover Starfield. I like Light. I like Maddie Plays. I like Juicehead. I like Dantrix. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few of them. RPGRX. I like him. He's kind of new to the world. Who do you guys like? Who else do you guys like? Double Barrel Gaming? Man, that sounds familiar. I feel like maybe I've seen more articles, or maybe I'm thinking of Rock Paper Shotgun. The shotgun kind of reminds me of a double barrel. DeMarco, yes. Oh gosh, I feel DeMarco's a friend of mine. I forgot. I'm sorry, DeMarco. Oh my gosh. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think he has some of the best like on-camera presence that I've seen. I think he's a lot better than me. And so, yeah, I think he's got that going for him.
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
Hey, Voss.
They
Yes,
owe
I'll
our
handle some
organization
deadbeats.
some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
Breton, good to see you on here, my friend. Uncle Mumble has some well thought out content regarding Starfield. Pretty new channel. Okay. Hello, hello. Lots of people have told me that I remind them of... I always forget the channel name. Usually wears a bowler hat, smokes cigars. Seems like a really cool dude. Kind of makes mainly Fallout lore videos. Help me out. Oxhorn, yes. Thank you, Tristorm. Lots of people said that I remind them of Oxhorn, which after watching his stuff, that is a big compliment.
Kirava,
and yeah, somebody mentioned Purple Witcher. I just
this right, and I can promise you a
listened
permanent
to
place in
one of
our
her videos on
organization.
my way into the office, on my way into the studio this morning. And yeah, she had a great video. I'm not sure how new she is, but or kind of what all she's into. But I like to celebrate female creators just because I feel like
honestly
maybe it's
the
harder
debt
for
is
them to break through on
secondary
YouTube, or there's
What's
not as
more
many of them
important is that
interested.
you
But
get the message
any
across that
female
we aren't to
creator
be
that
ignored.
is trying
A
to
word
put
of
stuff
warning,
out there,
though.
and
I don't want any of them
I
killed.
definitely want to celebrate
Bad
them.
for business.
Snake Eyes said, what do you think of level of communication between fans and their marketing so far? Enough for a new IP? That's a great question, Snake Eyes. I feel like and maybe some of you, kind of depends on how far you are down the rabbit
If you need
hole.
any details on your
I feel like it's
marks, I'll
hard
be
for
here.
us to
Now
really
get going.
have a good perspective on that, because we are so invested in a game that isn't out yet, and a lot of you have been here for longer than I have. 4 years, 5 years since the name Starfield was trademarked, and so I feel like for most gamers, even what you would consider core gamers, the people who play on consoles and the people who play all the games that come out.
He's as
I
pig-headed
feel
a
like
man
for
as you'll
most
ever
people
find.
there, they're just like, okay, what's coming out
key
this month?
is that ugly
and
dwarven
maybe
bird in
the
his shop.
big,
Smash
huge
that thing
games,
to
which,
bits and he'll change his attitude.
You could argue that Starfield is, but only the big, huge things they think about a few weeks ahead of time, right? And so I am a bit surprised that we're under a month out, and I think people are starting to see a little bit of advertisements on social media and TV, but nothing like we're used to. I know with Fallout 4, whenever I was doing some research for another video, it was like they spent like I'm gonna don't take these numbers to heart, but it was something like $15 million in like 2 weeks, and they just blitzed it all out within like a 2-week period right before Fallout 4 launched, and they spent like all of that on TV ads or something, and it worked for them. They had, and they launched at like 13.5 or 14 million dollars in sales, so maybe that's where I'm getting that 14 million from. But they blitzed it out.
I'll be here when you're done.
Stay out of trouble. Or
Where they
there's gonna
sold
be
14
trouble.
million units.
If you're looking for
They sold 14
conversation,
million
the flagon
units
isn't the place.
in launch week. You see, it's back there somewhere. It'll start to trickle back to me.
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf. Got better things
Nah,
to
I don't need advice. Come here and take a look at these ruffians. Take care of these for them. Poot, welcome to the channel, members, my friend. It's just a fun username, Poot. Just You know, you kind of got to smile when you say it. I like that. Thank you for the support. Very true. Bethesda, they got their marketing down. And you know, it's not just like throw a bunch of money at the wall and see what sticks. Their messaging, their verbiage, their strategies, even, you know, and this is a new, I guess you could argue Redfall was, you know, Bethesda as a publisher, that was their first big thing with Xbox Game Pass. But, you know, this is kind of a new, for like a tentpole IP launch, this is a new journey for them. And, you know, we'll see how they're doing. We'll all see after September 6th, I guess, officially. Yeah, Sean, absolutely. You know, they made one dud. I feel like there's, again, I wasn't a part of this back then, so it's hard for, I don't have any first-hand knowledge of it, but I feel like a lot of people didn't enjoy Fallout 4 for some reason, even though it's one of their most successful launches to date. All right.
What does he want now? I already explained to him that you can't get blood from a stone.
Just a loud few that are putting Bethesda down. Yeah, absolutely. Making ridiculous faces in the thumbnails like, OMG, I'm so shocked or confused or what have you. Yeah, Jeff, I kind of made... Okay, so there were two decisions that I made before I even started my channel. The first one was that I was not going to judge myself. I was going to give myself the liberty and the freedom and the flexibility to try new things, to make mistakes, to not judge myself like, oh, well, that's clickbait or that's whatever. Just to try things, feel things out, see how the community responds. And the other thing, which was good for me, because I'm very, very self-critical, which I think is that's part of what helps me be good at a lot of things, but also it can kind of take the joy at a lot of things as well. Let's see.
Ha! We'll see about that.
Let's brawl, Helga.
Get him! Never should have come here.
And the second decision I made was that I was not going to make those thumbnails where it was me, like, you know, just shocked or making some sort of
take your damn
ridiculous
coin and get
face. And I know, like, that's and I've done that before. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. I had another YouTube channel that I very lightly kind of put some effort into.
You have committed
I
crimes
know.
against Skyrim
I'm
and your
sorry.
people. What say you in your defense? All right, but you just watch yourself. Next time.
And so, I did a little bit of that, and it just felt so disingenuous. You know, the face thumbnails. Just felt so disingenuous and just so like, you know, is this really like that shocking or that crazy or whatever? And so, you know, I do try to, with my titles and thumbnails, try to engineer them to have some sort of emotional connection or some sort of emotional response from the viewer that makes them want to click and makes them want to engage. I try to lean into curiosity a lot. But I never want to mislead. These bandits. I never want to mislead or, you know, take advantage of my audience's attention in any way. I always want to give them, you know, if they're going to come to my table and they're hungry for whether it's content or entertainment or whatever, like I'm going to feed them. I'm going to make sure they got plenty to eat. If you could kind of use that analogy. I'm never gonna
What do you want?
put up a pizza sign and then, you know, have cheese and crackers for them.
Here for a room or something to drink? Sure. I've already told that buffoon that I'm not paying you people a single coin.
Which signal, excuse me, which faction will I join first in Starfield? You know,
look around you.
Consolation, absolutely, just to kind of do the main story. I still have to kind of finalize, like what, for lack of a better word, what my strategy or what my tactics are going to be for my first playthrough, because like I not only want to just enjoy it, but I also want to be able to build content from it. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to just spread myself thin and do like the first few quests of every single faction as quick as I can, just to kind of get that content out, because people will be searching for that. Or if I'm just going to dive into, you know, the pirates, or just going to dive into to the Vanguard or whatever.
Good, and take this little
so I don't
message
know
back
yet,
to your bosses.
but I got to
I'm
figure
not
that
paying
out. Something to think
a
about.
single septim ever. Now get out of my inn. I said get out. I'm not paying a single coin.
Yeah, what do you want? If this is about meadery, we can talk later.
I said get out. Last mistake.
Oh, wait. Oh, they're all coming at me. That was not... I should not have done that. Hold on. Let me do a quick load. Yeah, Jeff, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have one character for Let's Plays, and then one for kind of building content and just enjoying it. Hey, Cammy, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. Let's see. Okay.
What do you want?
Here, you want something or not? I've already told that. Look around you. Come on, give it your best shot.
All right, let's go.
Enough of this.
Please.
And if you're wondering why I'm not taking hardly any damage, I am playing with some mods. I'm heavily leveled right now.
I'll pay. Take it.
All right.
Yeah, what do
You
you
got
want?
hers.
If this is about the
some
meadery,
ruffians.
we can talk later.
Huh?
All right, and I had Poot when the first video will be when we see not wearing Starfield merch. So when I started out, I didn't have anything. This all kind of happened after I started.
Wait, I know you.
I used to rock the blue T-shirt and the leather jacket. It was a little cooler outside. It is way too hot in my office now for that. Definitely looking forward to September for Starfield and also for fall time.
Not
in my
enough about
area.
himself.
And we can just enjoy a little
no.
cool, mild
You're
weather.
the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you?
See, Jeff said all these collection quests for the Thieves got you kicking women's mutts. Yeah. Maybe, do you think that maybe in Starfield we'll have any kind of like not thieves. I would imagine the pirates would be kind of like the Thieves Guild, but what about the Assassins Guild? You think we'll have anything kind of a one-to-one there in Starfield?
Oh, there's no need for that. I know why you're here. Tell Brynjolf not to worry about it anymore. Oh, and look, I even have the payment I owed.
Great.
Here, take it.
Bounty Hunter Guild? Yeah. That's absolutely. I don't even know why I didn't think about that. Absolutely, Jeff. That makes perfect sense. What, from what we know so far, what kind of skills or what kind of backgrounds or traits do you guys plan on using from what we know so far? Oh, look at all those guards. Oh, that's funny. I don't think they need my help. Look at all those guards that came out. That's amazing. I'm just like, oh, no, you don't. Let's see. Dead or alive? Yeah. I really want the wanted trait. I feel like a broken record saying this now, but I feel like that's going to make for just a much more engaging, dynamic kind of gameplay where you just never know when a ship is going to come out of nowhere and track you down and start firing at you. That just sounds like it's really awesome. Now, it could get annoying if it's too much, but as they said, there are ways that you can remove all of the traits. So I guess I would just do whatever I needed to do there to remove them if it got annoying. Boost pack, absolutely. So we've only seen the list for backgrounds up to R. Salvaging, smuggling could be very much backgrounds too. Yeah, absolutely. Going the explorer route, Breton.
Huh?
The surveying background. Oh yeah. Oh, you're a land surveyor? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that is neat. Kind of a meta thing. I wonder if they'll have cinematographers
job's
or
done
YouTubers
and you even brought the gold.
in
Best of all,
Starfield.
you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies in... Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go.
Yeah, diplomat looks
you'll
really
find these
interesting as
quite
well, just
useful.
because of like the the social skills, the persuade and whatever. And I will definitely want the commerce and diplomacy skill as well. I'm so excited for the economy in Starfield. It seems
Judging
like
from how
I know
well
I
you've
made
handled those
two crazy
shopkeepers,
videos on it,
I'd
but
say
it
you've
really
done
does.
more than
I don't
simply
think we'll
prove
have
yourself.
everything that we kind
We
of
need
dreamed
people
of.
like you in our outfit.
But I really do think it's going to have something special for us, and I'm so excited for that. I'm excited to get in there and
That's the
tease it
spirit.
out and unlock it,
Larceny's in your
figure
blood.
out what's going
The
on, and
telltale
see
sign
how
of
we
a
can
practiced thief.
try that.
I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough
You mentioned you were on a
lately,
podcast
but it's
previously
nothing
talking
to be
about
concerned
Skyrim,
about.
perhaps. Just wonder where
Tell
I
you
can
what,
find it.
you keep making us coin.
Just,
I'll
I don't
worry
think I
about
was ever on a
everything else.
podcast.
Fair enough.
I have done a few of these streams, and so if you go to youtube.com/@Starfield Signal, go to my page, and then go to videos and live, then you'll be able to see all of our public live videos, and have maybe 2 or 3 others where I'm just kind of hanging out playing Skyrim on there.
Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back.
Let's see, where'd you go? There you are. Easy, Lydia. Aha! Finding the secret doors now. Awesome. Atomic, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for joining. Joining the fun. All right. Gonna crash the economy with orange juice. A massive orange juice conglomerate, Nico Industries, just went public on the NASDAQ. Sorry, is that cheesy?
Let's wait until Brynjolf's here before we begin.
Mercer.
Okay.
This is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. We do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear?
Starfield Steve, good to see you on here, my friend. Sean, you wouldn't trust that Mercer guy? I think I see what you're saying.
Good. Then I think it's time we put your expertise
I suggest you listen
to
to what
test.
Mercer has to say. Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
I know, right?
Claim this
Just wish
recruit
we'd wake
possesses
up
an
and
aptitude
it
for
would
our
be
line
September
of work.
1st or September
So let
6th
him
tomorrow.
prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Nico, with the Adam Sandler click reference. Nice, little deep
Brynjolf
cut there.
assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
All right.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Sweet. One of the reasons I wanted to do
Golden Glow
Thieves
Estate
Guild
is a beefar.
was I
They
wanted
raise the
their
wretched
armor.
little
I
things for
absolutely
honey.
love it.
It's owned by some smart-mouth wood
Nightingale?
elf named
Is that right? Is that the
Arngoth.
Nightingale armor?
We need you to teach him a lesson by burning
Or am I
down
getting that
3 of the
confused with
estate's
the,
hives and
Assassin's
clearing out
Guild?
the safe in the main. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. Aye. The last thing we want to be doing is... Maven prefers that Arngoth remains alive. But if he tries to stop you from getting the job done... The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by muck. They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather. But their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. I'll give you one. Burn all the hives. Okay. She'd have to import honey for Blackbriar metering, which would cut into her profits. You wash yourself on the island. Mercenaries don't take prisoners.
All right. So let's. So we're gonna. Here we go. All right. So I'm gonna just do a quick save, and I think this is all we're gonna do today, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe. There we go. Ooh, that's bad, isn't it? It keeps cutting out. Very interesting. It keeps coming back, though. Hopefully, does that make it tough to watch on the stream? Like when it, when I'm going through the menus and it keeps kind of going in and out like that with the no signal. Is that annoying, or is it just like, no, it's fine, whatever? I'm going to change some settings on my TV and see if it makes a difference. you have to like turn game optimizer off and then turn like all the HDMI smart settings and all that stuff. Right. Devices, HDMI settings, HDMI deep color. I think that's the one that kind of messes with it. Turn that off. Makes it look not as bright. Okay, let me kind of. I'm gonna go through the. Okay. It's not doing it now. Okay. It looks pretty good on the stream. It looks a little darker on my TV when I don't have all this stuff. Okay. Very annoying. Unsubscribe. Going to report you to the church. Let's see. Vivid. Whew, that's too blue. That's really dark. It's a little lighter. Like that. Okay. It's kind of a, yeah, no signal is kind of an ironic statement given the channel name. I know. Isn't that, Steve, you used to be the Starfield No Signal, right? Is that where you got that from? Little clever joke. Oh, you didn't even think of that? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, gosh, that just looks so much better. It's doing it again whenever I change that setting on the TV. So strange. But anyway. You wish you were that clever. So, we'll just switch to... before we go, anybody else have any questions for me or anything they want to talk about before we finish up here? Greetings, Lucas. We're just kind of finishing up here, my friend. But, okay, cool. Find the most Starfield-y looking place in Skyrim. That would probably be in a forest somewhere, or somewhere with like a beautiful like landscape view of some mountains, the sun setting behind it. But it's definitely uniquely Skyrim, I think, and I feel like Starfield will be that as well. Thank you all for being on the stream, hanging out with me for a bit. Hope your day continues to go well, and yeah, thanks for being on the Signal crew for now. May you find wonder as you journey through the stars. Peace out, everybody.
Thank you.